Hey everybody, I'm Don.
And I'm Mike.
And welcome to another episode of Teeqlife Tastings. This is going to be a first for us. We have something new for them. There are many other spirits out there that have history to them, that have a story, and we want to share it. You know, we want to be able to open up a bottle that they don't see on the regular and introduce their lives to something new.
All right, what do we got?
I know you and I have had something like this before when we were in Chicago, went to that festival.
There's mushrooms at that festival.
There were, and you shouldn't have ate those ones.
I know.
Let's just get into it. The color is clear.
Moonshine.
It's not moonshine. I already did that. Do people know they subscribe?
Oh, sorry.
They watch the channel.
Okay.
The aroma, here's more of a hint for them. It's fruity and smoky.
Strip club.
No. Victoria's Secrets. I see where you were going. I get it. The
look,
lotion. They all smell the same.
I know.
It's because they get 2 for $4.
None of that glitter stuff, ladies.
The taste is very unique. Has a passion fruit, so I would say a fruity, maybe somewhat florally.
Now I'm even more confused.
And their tagline is from mountain to market.
I have 0 comments on that.
So you know what? You look like you're suffering. I'm just gonna do the reveal here. You ready for this, buddy?
Let's see it.
Let's do it. We are trying today Mezcal. So the fine folks at Bosscal Mezcal, they sent us a bottle to review.
Joven.
The founder is Nelson C. Nieves. I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. And he came up with this. And I think, you know, like I said, from all the reviews, hopefully it's as phenomenal as I read.
Yeah. So,
do you like mezcal?
When you say mezcal to me, it's very smoky. Like I always think very smoky. Nelson here, he's all organic, unaged. He sounds like a purist to me. Yeah,
you know, and so a lot of the way, maybe before we even get into this, is we should probably, because we've talked about tequila, let's just give a really quick Teeqlife Cliff Note Theater. The difference between tequila and mezcal.
It's not tequila.
This is not tequila. It looks like a Blanco, but I assure you it's not. So mezcal, here's one of the biggest difference. Tequila can only come from Blue Weber agave. And mezcal can come from any agave. With that, the way this is produced, you get a lot of smokiness. So people that are, you know, familiar with mezcal, they know it's smoky.
Okay.
So that's your little Cliff Note edition. Be sure to check out the Bosscal Mezcal website, so that way you can learn a little bit more about their processes, learn about their brands. But I think we need to crack this baby open.
Well, yeah. First of all, the bottle is very unique. Looks like a kindergartner's art project.
Well, that's funny that you say that. It's not, but you know, but
I wouldn't expect that, by the way.
What it is, and I kind of researched it. Every bottle is hand blown, so every single bottle is a little bit different. Okay. That's where you get the rough edges, and it's kind of to resemble the volcanic rock in the regions that agave is found. Okay. Because I think they used to roast the agave in volcano rock because they were hot, and you know, around in that region. So that's where the bottle kind of comes into design. So it's really, I think it's an award-winning bottle too because of the shape. Interesting. So yeah, it's kind of like very traditional. It's hand numbered on the side as well, if you didn't notice. It stands out, it's a collection piece. And for me, like there's a lot of things that I would do with this when it's, you know, finished, when I drink all of it. It's very unique. And that's what I like about it. But it's also traditional, so.
Yeah, the bottle's nice. The cork and the topper, natural cork, like that. I've never seen anybody really put a string around it like that.
No.
So, I wonder what that means or symbolizes.
I don't know. Like, I'm sure it has some kind of significance, or maybe it's just decorative, but it gives it that little bit of flair because the front of it, you know, with the rabbits, you know, I'll talk a little bit about that too. just going into smelling this, it's got that smoky smell, man.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah, you can smell the smoke. I pick up a little bit of the fruit, but not much. And I think just the smoke just really, it just kind of overpowers it a little too much for us to pick up that.
Yeah, the smoke is a hard thing to overcome, really. Mm-hmm. I mean, when you think about things that smoke, it's the first thing that you get, so it's hard to get past that. Let's see what we taste.
First off, I kind of taste sweetness.
It's a sweet smoke.
It is. I mean, I don't
even think B-Dubs has a recipe for this.
Is it like a St. Louis barbecue?
It's something. It's good. I can tell you that much. It's really good.
This is meant to be served neat, but on the website they do have some cocktails that you can put it in if you choose to. I mean, if you haven't seen the episode for Barrio, make sure that you check that out. But remember we had that Mezcal margarita there?
Oh yeah, that
was fantastic. This is good. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. I would, again, we do everything neat around here. I mean, we did do that one where we did
the ice cube.
Chill it a little bit, open it up a little. So, I mean, that would be interesting to me, what it would do. But, I mean, as far as, can you sip this and drink this? Absolutely.
You know what? I've had a couple of mezcals. I won't name the brands, but I've had a couple of them at home. And I haven't been able to sip them, let alone my wife. This has a really good...
Staying away from that.
So me and my wife were sipping a mezcal. I'll correct myself.
Words matter.
And man, it was just like a very smoky smell and a taste.
Yep.
This is actually very surprising to me because it has that smoky smell to it, but when you taste it, I don't get the smoke. I get a sweetness, I get a little peppery, I get that agave taste as well. But I'm not getting the smoke. Like, you're sipping a campfire.
It's very smooth. For being as smoky as the nose is on it, it's surprisingly smooth to me.
Heck yeah.
I'm not getting as much like, fruity or anything like that with it. But to
You're
me,
not getting fruity?
I'm not getting fruity.
Okay.
But it's very, very palatable. Like, to me, I could drink this.
I would be curious. You know how we did the ice cube before? What was that we tried? I don't know. G4? I don't know.
No, it was
what was that?
It was a Blanco. I don't remember.
But yeah,
check it out on the channel. It's there for sure.
I would be curious to see one ice cube how it would bring it out. But I mean, this is you had a good word, palatable.
Yep.
This is sippable. I would easily be able to just crack this bottle open, pour a little bit, and maybe even a whiskey rock.
Yep.
Throw that in there, you go and get the dilution.
I'm a huge fan of the whiskey rock. But yeah, this is a very...
Man, it gets better as you taste it too.
I know. I mean, I've pretty much drank all mine, so I'm definitely aware of that. But when you start to use words to me like organic and unaged, I mean, instantly the things that come to mind are shit. I'm getting a very clean... there's no aftertaste to it, which is really huge. I mean, if you've had a mezcal that has a lot of smoke to it and stuff like that, you'll get a lot of aftertaste. But this is, I'm not getting that. It's very, it's definitely, I mean, maybe not on the rocks, but for sure some whiskey rocks. Pour yourself a nice glass, something you could sip on for a while.
Like for me, because it's really good. I think you're doing it injustice by mixing it. Now I understand not everybody are, intoxicologists like us and appreciate a beverage. Man, this is one of the best mezcals I think I've ever had.
I can't say that I'm a big fan of craft cocktails. I'm really to me, if you want the purest form of anything, pour it in a glass, sip it neat, see what you got. you know, the guys that go right to like mixing it with, you know, whatever,
Diet Coke,
you know, Diet Coke or
fruit
juices or you know, fruit cups for that matter, where whatever.
You're gonna see us say that a lot.
It's very telling to me that the product that they're drinking isn't of quality. And if you have a product where you can pour it in a glass, maybe drop a couple of ice cubes in it and drink it, right? And again, guys, I'm old. I'm not a college student. I'm not trying to get hammered in a half an hour, okay?
No, you are. You are.
I have been. But like it's not like that, right? I've never been a huge mezcal fan. I mean, even when we did the Santo,
I know,
you know, product. But this is something I could definitely do, especially maybe, you know, later in the evening, you know, in the summer, you know, man, around the campfire. Like, this is for sure a hit.
Well, in the front, it's got a stamped bunny, and there's a couple of things about the bunny. It's rumored that bunnies were the ones to find tequila, and you can research that. I don't want to talk about that story, but there's another story that they have, and I gotta read, you know, a little bit of it, but it's really, it represents a way of thinking. And it's said that when we die, we remain attached to physical things, therefore allow the rabbit running freely to remind us to shed our attachments and enjoy the good things in life. This is definitely one of the finer drinks that we have had, and I'm really happy that, you know, they allowed us to review this, because just everything that I've learned talking with this company back and forth, wow, their product just, I really, really like it. I don't know where you stand.
Quality, right? It doesn't matter really what it is. It doesn't matter what you're buying. I mean, there's a reason you pay a premium for stuff. So to me, this is a premium, like you said, this is a premium mezcal.
Yeah.
And these guys are doing it right. They're keeping it very true to its, you know, roots, if you will.
Yeah.
And they're not cutting corners. You know, anything can make anything taste good, or, you know, chemicals altering things of that nature can make a product taste good. This is very, very clean and very down to earth.
So the price point on this is right around $60, which I'm cool with, because, you know, the bottle you can do something with afterwards. It's just really cool. Like, people will see that in your home bar and say, wow, what is that? I gotta try it, and I think they'll like it.
And I'll smack their hands.
Oh yeah.
Ask them if they know what mezcal is, and if they can't answer it, they don't get it.
This you're not touching unless you're somebody special.
You pause when you come to my house, you get Tito's. So, I love Tito's. It's a great vodka. It's very good, right? Yeah. But like, if you're like, what do you got? Well, I have Tito's. This is for somebody that really, truly knows and appreciates, you know, a fine product.
Yeah. So I can't find this in our market.
No.
The cool thing about it is, if you go to oldtowntequila.com, Old Town Tequila, they carry everything. You can get some of the finest and the best agave products on their website, so you can easily get this. This is where I got it from. They sent it from Old Town, and it was wrapped. I mean, it was secure. There were no problems with it. So if you're interested in it, which I would highly recommend this one, I give it a Teeqlife Approved.
Very approved.
So go to Old Town Tequila, get yourself a bottle. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. So that concludes another episode of Teeqlife Tasting. And if you want your product reviewed on our show, make sure to check us out at teeqlife.com, where you can contact us and follow us on social media.
Subscribe, hit the like button, and comment below. See you next time.
See you soon. You're making these like quart pours. You good?
Until we get to the end, and I don't know what to say. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like.
Yeah.
So you're the one that wanted to do 4 of these today. If you're not a professional and you would like to replace me.